Hello, this is Elisa Cooper. I'm about to talk to you about Twitter. So, let's talk about how you can have Twitter go to your cell phone so that you can use it via text message. This will be a great tool with students if you want to be able to text back and forth with students without giving away your cell phone number. You can also limit when the texts can come to your phone, etc. So, the first thing you want to do is log into Twitter. And then when you go into your settings area, you want to click on the devices tab. So once you get in the devices tab area, you'll need to add your mobile phone number, and then you'll have the option to turn on device updates. You'll also be able to decide if you want to have the updates turned off during a certain period of time. Here you can see that I have them turned off between 10 p.m. and 8 a.m. And then once I've clicked on save or turn them on, I want to save. And once it's saved, everything's good to go. And now you can go back in and decide whose tweets you want to come to your phone. Because not all of them have to come. That would be kind of crazy. Okay, so after you have set up your device and turned on to have direct mess or to have text messages come to your phone, the next thing you want to do is set up whose tweets you want to come to your phone. So you go into your list of people you are following, and now you can see that you have this on-off button. This on-off button doesn't show up if you have text messaging turned off. So a lot of people don't realize that you can do this because this doesn't show up. So here I've turned on a couple of people just so that you can see what happens when you turn them on. Okay, so basically I would just click these links and I'm done with it. Alright, so now let's take a look at what these messages will look like on the cell phone. Okay, so here I have my BlackBerry Storm, which is a touchscreen Storm, and I have a Twitter app that I can use, but most students may not have a Twitter app or have a phone that can download apps or have access to the web, but most of them will have text. So you can see here that I have a message. So when I click on that, it shows up that New Car has a new tweet. It says that he is off to bed. So if I click that, it opens up. It also keeps all of the other tweets that you've been getting right there as well. So it says here that New Car is off to bed, bye, his gymnastics, etc. Now, if I wanted to reply to that, I can just go down and hit my reply button. And now I am going to be able to respond with a message of my own that's going to go right back to Twitter. If I wanted it to go back to @newcar, of course, I would have to type in the symbols, at, or the symbol, and then his name, new car, and I'll say, good night, have an app. Oops. Tomorrow. Okay, so now I have my message, and I'm just going to send it. All right, so now that message is being sent. This is all happening via text message. I got New Car's message via text message, and I sent it back. So let's go back to the web and see how both of these messages show up on the web. Okay, so now we're back on the web, and you can see that New Car's message shows up here, where it talks about being off to bed. And if I refresh this page, the message that I sent should show up as well. So there's my message right there. And if New Car is following me on his cell phone, he'll get a text message from me as well. So we could go back and forth to each other that way. Now, if I left off his name, the @newcar part, then this would just be a general message, and anybody would be able to see it, just as you can see it anyway. Okay, but it wouldn't go directly to New Car. So you can see how with students you can use this tool to have text messaging conversations or ways for students to text you questions, and they don't know your phone number and you can keep it private. Now also remember you can turn it off during certain periods of the day as I showed you in the beginning. So that's my first tip for using Twitter in the classroom.